Hello guys, welcome back to our training. I hope you guys have been doing great. I hope you guys have been doing well, and I hope you have been learning everything we have been doing so far. As I said, you guys should not forget to pay attention. And the best way to learn and get better is to practice. Okay, make sure you are practicing. Make sure whatever you've gotten, you should put them into practice. And anything you don't understand, please ask your question. Okay, it will help and it will be better. Okay, so let's continue our branding project. So you guys are seeing the process of brand identity. It's actually not, is this what I'm giving you guys is just the basic. Okay, it's just the basic, but there's so much about branding that we have to understand. Okay, but this is just the basic of what I'm giving us. So this is what we are going to be working on. Okay, it's a food branding. I've not done food branding before, but I would love to also try it out together. Okay, so I will use the same process I've been using to make the to work on all my brand identity projects. Okay, and don't forget, sometimes this thing takes longer. Okay, so see the days they gave us 8 days. Me, I use one, at least 1 week at most 1 week to finish my project. Do you understand? And do everything. Do you get? So they gave us 8 days to work on this project because it's a full branding. It's not just a logo design, it's a full branding. So this is the company description. This company description simply means the brief. Okay, the brief of the company, what the client wants you to do for them, and what their company is all about, and what they do. So this is it. But most times it will not come like this. Some clients will give you other details. So they'll tell you a lot of things about the vision, the mission, the company values, and every other things. Okay, and what the company stands for, their target audience, and what the company, the services or the products the company is rendering out there. Okay, so these are what brand brief is all about. Okay, but for the purpose of this training, we are going to be using this. So we are a company that makes and distributes African food. Our main product is made with the world's top chefs and available in stores worldwide. Our target audience is women. Wow. We want to convey a sense of delight while at the same time being old fashioned. A sense of delight while at the same time be old fashioned. So when you want to work on such projects, now what you are going to be doing is you'll be picking keywords. You not just focus on the entire description. What you focus on are the keywords. What are the major keywords here? We have African food. Okay, it's an African food, not an English food, it's not a French food, African food. So we have another keyword again. We have is, so whenever you have any particular keyword, you jot it down, you write it down. Another keyword we have here is main product is made with what top chefs and available in store. So it's trying to tell you that the food, the company or the food they make is not just made by any half person. Is made by top chefs, people that know how to cook very well, top chefs, okay, around the world in store. And then you can actually, the food is not something you can come to a particular place to eat. You can actually get it worldwide. The world is now different like before, like how it used to be. Now you can quickly walk into not a restaurant, a supermarket, and get an already made food. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you, that their food is an African food, and actually the people that made the food are top chefs. Okay, and then you can actually find it in any store around the world, worldwide. So the target audience is women. So another key point again is women. Okay, we want to convey a sense of delight while at the same time old fashioned. So another key point again is old fashioned. Old fashioned, women, store. It's like a packaging. Okay, it's a packaged food. It's a packaged food, and then African food. So these are the keywords. So when you start making your research, you focus on these keywords. You start searching for African food or African restaurant or African food brand. Okay, so let's look into it and let's see what we can have. Okay, so what we are getting now, what we have here is our brief. So with our brief, the keywords we have here, we can now start using the keywords to search for how we can now start, how we can generate ideas, how we can download our mood boards, okay, and the rest. So let's open our tab and look for it. You can go on. I like using Pinterest. I mean, if Pinterest. Must I log in? Pinterest, okay. I love using Pinterest to. You can use Pinterest. You can use Behance. You can use Google. Anyone that you wish. So this is Pinterest. This is my login. So I'll just quickly continue. So before you can use Pinterest, you must log in, and that's where how you can use very, very well, or you can even use it without logging in. But it's best when you log in with your details, when you have an account with them. So it's still loading. Okay, so this is it. So what we have here. So this is Pinterest. A lot of things you can get here. You see designs, you learn a lot of free designs. See, this is a tutorial. Someone is doing tutorial here. It's branding tutorial. So there are a lot of things to learn here. So let's look at it. This is a branding work. So this is how Pinterest looks like on the website. So but let's not waste our time. Let us go quickly into what you want. So you're looking for a food branding, logo branding. Okay, and you click on it, search. Let's see what we have. Okay, see what we have here. Okay, see what we have. See different food logo branding. Okay, salad meal, fresh, halal. So okay, this is it. This is a logo brand. So all these things you are seeing, they are what we call inspiration. Okay, you get inspired, you download them, and I wish I can do the what's it called, give you guys what I'm giving you guys is a process. Okay, telling you what you have to do. Okay, I won't be comfortable enough to do this because I have to sketch and do the rest. But I have a video that one of my mentors sent to me, so I'm going to be giving you guys the video to see the process of it, and then I'll also be working some things with you guys. Okay, so this is it. So for those using for those of us using what's it called, mobile to do our design, there is a process where you can do a logo design. You can do a logo design, do professional flyer, professional design. But if you want to do a professional brand identity design, please you need a laptop, because one, you can't you use for it to your sketching. You can sketch. Okay, you can actually sketch, and you can actually take your sketch to your, let me say, for those using Pixel Lab, and use a Pixel Lab to create something good. But if you want to do a professional brand identity that looks good and looks lovely, you will have to use um, um, um Adobe Illustrator and use Adobe Photoshop for the rest. Okay, so I will advise that if you really want to take this what's it called, this journey serious, you must get a laptop. Okay, it's needed, it's necessary. You must have a laptop. So let's continue. So all this we are seeing here are all food branding projects. So you come here, you get inspiration. Don't forget what I told you guys. You get inspiration, and don't forget your keyboard. You don't just come here and get anything you like. Use your key. Use the keywords you have. Okay, and get inspiration. You can just get inspiration. How I do my own is that I can just come here and do I can select like 5 or 6 or 10 different logos, food logos on my research. Okay, and then with what I've gotten, I can now start taking ideas from each and every one of those logos I've gotten. Then I can use the idea to form my own idea to get something good. For those of us that can't come up with something great. Okay, so all these things you are seeing here, they are all what we call mood board. Okay, I've taught you guys about mood board. Okay, taught you guys about mood board. What a mood board is, just like this, your research work, the things you've gotten. the things, the research you did, and the materials you got while doing your research. So that's what is called mood board. So this is my own mood board here. Okay, so research I got, the things I got online before I started making this project. So this is mood board. Okay, so once you start getting inspiration here, you start downloading anything that relates to what you want. Okay, like something like this. I like this. I like this logo design. It's very simple and unique. Very simple and unique. So, and don't forget, you have to give yourself a naming. You have to name your project first. You go on WhatsApp, ChatGTP, and search for um brand name for an African food industry brand. Then they can give you plenty of them, so you can now select anyone you like and use that name to create something good. So this is it. There are a lot of projects here done already on food. So you come here using your, what's it called, your brief, and download lots of inspirations, get inspired, get a lot of, and don't forget what I told you guys initially. Ideation literally means you are getting so many ideas at that time. So when you are in the ideation process, you are not actually wrong. Okay, you can get what's it called, as many designs out there, download a lot, as many things as possible idea, because you are trying to make try the best out of it. So this is it. See all these things you are seeing here, and they are very, very lovely, they are nice. You can just try them, download this, get inspired, download some of them as mock-ups. Okay, and then when you are done with it, you will not, research is not something you just come here and you just download and start working. No, no, no. You have to download and download and download. And don't forget our brief here. So by the time you are done, what I searched there now is just food branding. So by the time you start searching African food branding, okay, so let's try it. African food branding. African food branding. You will now start seeing something else. Okay, or you can actually relate. You can actually go online and use the branding to relate to something that has to do with Africa. Okay, okay, I see it now. African food. So because anything that has to do with Africa must actually comes with something that represent Africa, either African icon, anything that has to do with Africa, African color, African map, or something. So this is African food now. So we are seeing something that has to do with African color, African the icon, and the rest. So these are the things that will make your design look good. So by the time you start seeing things like this, you search, you dig deep. Okay, no, it's not something you rush. So see this one, Sodia African food. So you dig deep. Okay, so it's not something you rush. So by the time you've gotten that first one, that first normal food branding, you will now do a search again on African food, and then you look for another interesting keywords again, and you search for that thing again, and you get another idea again. By the time you are done getting all this idea, you save a lot of ideas you've gotten, the best of the logos you've gotten, the best of the colors. So look at, and in this African listener, you can come right away and choose African color. This is what represents African color. Okay, and use the African color to make the design comes out very, very lovely. That project, I'm going to be working on that project of my own personal this thing. But it's going to be an assignment also. When you go to your brief, make sure that's what you are going to be doing at the end of this class. You make sure you design one branding project. You must design one branding project. Okay, so that is it. It's very, very important. Let's focus on this. By the time you've gotten each and every what's it called ideas you need online, then you start sketching it. Okay, so let's stop. Let's end this video here, and in our next video you can continue some other things. Okay, we have to do. All right, guys, so see you guys in the next video.